Having finished last season on reasonable form and having brought in quite a few players during the summer, we've not really had a good start. Hello and welcome to part 8 of From the Bottom Up to the Top, taking Bradford Park Avenue up, hopefully, through the leagues from the Vanarama National League North up through as high as we can go before FM21 comes out. I'm Mark, and what have we been doing since you were last with us? Well, as you will see, I think last time you was with us was for Farsley Celtic and Whitby Town. Since then, we lost 2-1 to Ashton United. We've drawn 0-0 with Blythe Spartans, and we've beat for first win of the season against Darlington 2-1 at home. And then we drew 1-1 with York, with a crowd of over 1,000, which is really, really good for us. Almost double that against Darlington in the last game, which brings us on to the two games we'll be looking at today: Telford United away and Boston United at home. So with that in mind, we will progress straight away. First things to look at is possibly the transfers that we've been looking at since you were last with us. You were last with us on the 11th of 8th, and there we go. So looking at the transfers since you were last with us, we've brought in Ben Jackson from Bolton on loan. He is a 19-year-old left midfielder, can play in central midfield, natural in central midfield, should I say, and he's also natural as an attacking midfielder on the left side, and he is also accomplished as a wing back and a defensive left. So if we have a little bit of an issue there, we can actually pull him back down into that. Only one issue at the moment: he is injured, would you believe? He's in rehabilitation. He's due back in sort of 6 to 12 days, and he suffered an injury pretty much in the first game that we played in against Blythe Spartans. He had a pulled calf muscle, which wasn't particularly good, given that he'd only just really sort of got 40 minutes under his belt. So that's Ben Jackson. He's come in from Bolton. Should be back in the team, if not in this episode, certainly in the next episode. Ty Ebanks, he was on trial with us. He left us, and we've actually brought him back in and managed to sign him. He is on a contract with us now until the end of this season. I don't think he's on loan. He's not on loan. And he is a right-sided midfielder. He's accomplished in the right central, but he is also natural at attacking midfield right. So if we look to change our tactics at some point, that may well be beneficial to us. And he's got quite a high technique as well. So he hasn't actually run out yet. He's not really match fit, so we're trying to get him up to match fitness, and then he will actually provide a little bit of backup for Andy Kanga, and actually a little bit of competition for him in that position. And then we've just brought in just recently Matty Wolf, who is a central midfielder. He comes in from Barnsley on loan until the end of the season, and again, he's quite accomplished, got quite good technique, and this will be his first game. So the first game we will see him will be against Telford. So let's go through and have a look at the team that we have chosen for the Telford game. Here they are. You will also note Spice is back in goal, as we're having a little bit of a dodgy period. Lewis Gray has dropped down to the bench, and he is sat there waiting for Spice to mess up, shall we say. But Spice has been performing quite well, and remember, Spice is actually not contracted to us. He is actually on a month-to-month contract with us at the moment, so he's putting himself in the shop window, so to speak. We will try and sign him again at some point, but for the moment he's reluctant to have discussions with us. So Spice in goal, Mapufu on the left side of defence, and then Priestley and Gordon central, and Joshua Webb on the right side. Estrada holds his position as anchor man at the base of the midfield, and then McGladdery on the left. Wolf comes in for his debut in central midfield, and Kanga is out on the right side of midfield, and then up front we have Danaher and Pearson. On the bench we have Lewis Gray, Mitchell Lund, Adam Nowalski, Chakwana and Morris are our bench. So without any more to do, let's go through to the game, and another win here would be quite useful. Apologies, I've got the volume up. Through to the dressing room, and this is we are underdogs here, but go out there and give the fans a performance to cheer for. That's not a particularly good team talk either. Maybe an avenge would have been better. So let's see how we get on here. Pretty much a full programme in the Vanarama National League, and lots of games back to back here in the Vanarama National League at the moment, and I seem to think that that's probably what impacted last year, albeit we weren't with them until December. But as we come out of December and the games tended to be Saturday to Saturday, and the players had a lot, bearing in mind they're part-time players, had a lot of time to actually recuperate, then seem to do a lot better. We have a penalty here, and it's Deeney. Well, we don't have a penalty, rather. Deeney scores for Telford. That's his second goal of the season. I don't know if he's any relation to Troy Deeney, is he? Somebody in the comments? And we're 1-0 down. After giving away that, after 23 minutes, I think it's time for a show some passion. Really annoying that we're behind to a penalty, because we were holding our own. In fact, we've had more of the game, albeit not possession. And again, notice that we're not actually putting away our chances. When we do get them, we're really not putting away these chances. So I think really didn't have a highlight in that first half. I think we need to I'm not happy with the performance. Look, as well as I do, first half wasn't good enough to show them what we're all about in the second half. I think that's the team talk. We've got nobody booked, so we don't need to tell them to ease off. And let's see if we can produce something in the second half. They have the first highlight again, and oh, lucky Spice managed to get the block in. He was right on the attacker. We're still in 15th as it stands, but we really need to get stuck into this. McGladdery forward to Danaher. Danaher passes back to Priestley. Priestley out onto the wing, but the ball goes out. I presume that was McGladdery not getting there. Get creative. And they have the next highlight. Headed away by defence. Hits the crossbar. And again, McGladdery there to defend and gets it away. Hits the goalkeeper. Hits the referee rather. And gets deflection. Oh, and Spice is having a game and a half here. He has absolutely saved us, and he's actually proving his worth there in goal ahead of Gray, and that goes wide, and we've survived that. We really need to do something here. Very, very, yeah, you can see Spicer 7.1. Right, I think it's time for some changes. There are players here, people here. Matty Wolf, he's just come in. He's not having a good game at all. Neither is Estrada, which is why I think we're not performing. Our central midfield here is just really, I want to say, rotten. So Wolf is going to come off. He's having an absolutely dreadful game. Don't know why. We're going to move Estrada into central midfield here. And just see if that... We're going to take Wolf off and bring Nowalski on for him. Change him to defensive midfield on a defend. Who else isn't having a good game? Estrada, really. But I don't want to change the whole. We haven't got players to change the whole of midfield here. Pearson's having a good game, which is odd. Danaher's having a mediocre game. I am tempted to bring on James Morris for George Danaher and just see if that can improve things there, and I think we'll do that for a minute, and just in case we get any injuries. Mapufu is he's tiring. I think another shot of passion. And I think we're going to end up losing this game 1-0 to a penalty, which is really, really annoying. Oh no, we've got a throw in. Webb to Kanga. Kanga gets through the tackle despite his size, and a very poor shot. I was going to say something else there, but an extremely poor shot at the goalkeeper, straight at the goalkeeper, and we have indeed lost that 1-0. So, not a good start to the episode, not following script. I think it is I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen, and they agree with me. It was a very poor performance. We do really need to get a grip here all together if we're to do anything in this league. Otherwise, this could be a very long save, in as much as we'll be trudging the National League for absolutely ages. We need to be really trying to get out of here this season. Yep, as it says, Bradford PA Materoo missed chances, and again I think for sure we had possession, we had the number of shots, we just didn't really have any conversion at all. Wolf makes a professional thing. Let's hope he improves on that performance, and he can sort of muster himself and get himself going, because we do really do need him. So that's our game against Telford. We'll just have a quick look and see how the under 18s have done. Hopefully we get the under 18s no, we don't. We get a few other bits we'll come back to in a moment. I'm just trying to see if we can get this. Here we go. They've won 3-0 against Hebburn under 23s. Mohamed Sangre he had a good game by the looks of it. Goals from Will Forrester, Martin Smith and Jordan Hunter. So we'll have a look at those in a wee while. Which takes us on to our second game of the day, which is against Boston United. And here we are. You come back for the Boston game, but just before that, we have a team player named in the team of the week. Sorry, Fabian Spice, who had a 7.2 game against Telford United, actually has got himself into the team of the week. Excellent play for him. So well done So today's game against Boston United, we are the underdogs again. Boston United 6-4 favourites. And what is the team that we've selected? Well, Spice, we can't really drop Fabian Spice at all. He is in goal for this game. Mapufu, Priestley, Gordon and Webb in defence. Estrada at the base of central midfield, and this could be his last game for a while. We'll maybe sideline him if he doesn't actually pick up. But we don't have actually many other defensive midfielders that we can call on. Apart from, I think, if my memory serves me right, we do have a youth player who is a defensive midfielder. We may even turn to him and see if he can do better. If the case may be. McGladry on the left side of midfield, Kanga on the right side of midfield, and then we've dropped Danaher, who seems to be having a bit of a rough time. We have Morris and Pearson up front today. Pearson is on a target man, just to see if it makes a bit of a change it up a little bit. And then on the bench we have Gray, Michel Lund, Adam Nowalski, and then Ty Ebanks is on the bench. He's picked up a bit of fitness now, so fit enough to be on the bench, albeit his match fitness isn't up to, but he'll only get that if we play him. And George Danaher is there as our backup striker. So that's the team that we've selected. Let's see if we can actually get a result this time. Fingers crossed. Might be good to start with a decent team. So come on, lads, show me what you can do. Let's give the fans something to cheer from. There's not a lot there to do, is there? I'm not expecting a win necessarily, albeit it'd be nice to have a win. Let's give it a turn. Come on, lads, show me what you can do. The best of a bad bunch of and we have the first corner. Kanga with the corner, headed clear. We don't seem to be doing much from these corners, where last season Priestley was putting them away. Priestley here on the ball now. He's crossed the ball over to the other side. Josh Webb, Gordon to Wolf out to Kanga, who's got the ball, crosses in, and a header comes in, hits the crossbar. Oh. And it looks like we have a free kick a little way out, and it's Pearson standing over the ball, and that's out for a corner. But it did look as if it was curling wide. Goalkeeper still got rid of it just to be on the safe side. Kanga with a cross in, only far as McGladry. Again, nothing, and he's been tackled. No booking coming, and nothing coming from the highlight. "20 minutes in, I think it's time to get creative." And we have a throw in. Mapufu, and the ball is cleared upfield to their player. Priestley tackles. Twice gets the ball back. Pearson and Webb out to Kanga on the overlap. Kanga crosses in, and it's a headed goal, and it's Matty Wolf. So looks like he's having a better game than he did in a first game against Telford. And 21 minutes gone. A lovely crossing by Kanga, and Matty Wolf just leapt above the defenders and has put that away. So we move up to 14th after that. Pearson steals the ball off of those, but only as far as, and Morris has put away for two. James Morris, second goal of the season, and we are 2 up after 23. That's 2 goals in about 2 or 3 minutes. And Pearson here still in the ball. Perfect weighted cross. The defender for Boston really wasn't up to it for some reason or other, and James Morris was just waiting to pick the ball up. Simple as that. And I think that's the difference. We've put both chances away today that we've had. Overlap here. Nagesson, ball in, headed clear by Nico Gordon, I think it was, and tackled by Wolf. Now Wolf could be making a name for it, and he's tackled back. Didn't really have the pace to get away. Nico Gordon now passed that back to the goalkeeper. Spice will just settle it down a little bit. He's passed it out to Priestley. Priestley across to Mapufu. Mapufu now coming infield, and he's looking for Kanga, I think. But Kanga was back here. Pearson anyway picks the ball up. Wolf to Morris. Morris, he's put it away. That's his second. Oh, he's offside. Ah, I was going to say that's his second game. I thought he was walking away a bit odd. Yeah, he's got himself just that yard or so offside, and it's not going to do. Andy Kanga's picked up a booking, and Nagesson beats Mapufu, but Estrada has actually won the ball back. Morris pulls the ball down, and oh, that, I'm not sure if that was going in and headed away, but Morris nearly got his second there. Definitely looking more dangerous today. Kanga with the ball in, but only to the goalkeeper. Curled that one. Joshua Webb now picked up a booking as well, and they've got a goal back from a free kick. Curled it in. I'm not sure he wasn't offside, you know. Maybe when the ball was kicked, but Nagesson, no, he was just onside. Run away from the defence. Ball hung there just right. So we really do need in the second half to keep this up. Not a bad first half. 9 shots, 7 on target. So we've only had 2 out of those 7. Again, we need to be putting these goals away. 60% of the possession. Really, we should be doing better than that with the quality of possession that we've got. So, assertively, we're going to say you've played well, but so far, but there's still room for improvement. I think that's the team talk. And then Joshua Webb and Kanga, we need to be careful. We could do with no more. No. Need to watch step to avoid another booking. And let's commence the second half and see how we do. We got some players tiring, but we go. Kanga with the corner, ball in again, not really effectively. Estrada wins the ball back. McGladdery now back to Estrada. Estrada pushes it back to Priestley. Priestley looking for Kanga. Kanga's got to go on a long run for it, but he's beaten his man. And can he cross in? No. And the defence all at 6 and 7s in their own box there. Wolf doing a bit of interplay. And is that a penalty or outside the penalty area? It's a penalty. So it looks, I think it's Morris that's going to be taking the penalty and puts it well away. 3-1. That's his 3rd goal of the season, the 2nd goal of the game. Morris, without Danaher there, seems to be having a sweet game. He's had a few chances and possibly could have even had a hat-trick. So I think time for a bit of praise, which has fired everybody up. Billy Priestley now picked up a booking. We need to be careful here not to concede. Oh, tackle Nagesson, and Spice standing up to the thing, and they have a corner. Ball in, headed clear, but only as far as Nagesson. He's danger man. And that comes to nothing. And then it's time for us to look at substitutes, I think. Right, anybody not performing. Everybody seems to be performing a lot better today. Andy Kanga's having a good time out on the wing. Matty Wolf, he's picked himself up and seems to be doing quite well. And James Morris having a fantastic game up front. Maybe it's Pearson as the target man. We're going to leave them two on. Right, who's tiring then? Nobody's having a bad game, so we don't need to bring anybody off because they're having a bad game. Estrada's tired. Kanga's tired. I think it's probably time for us to bring on Ebanks and have a look. We'll take Kanga off and bring him on and just see if he can do what see what he can do in that right side, and then also we'll look at one of the others, Gladry. So we've got nobody on the left side. Danaher, Lund. I'm tempted to bring Lund on for Joshua Webb, which is a usual change, and for the moment we'll leave it at that, and then we'll see how we progress in the next bit as to whether we need to bring anybody else on. So we have a throw in. Mapufu to Morris. Morris through the tackle, stood up to it. McGladry crosses in. McGladry second a chance, still didn't get it to, I think that was Pearson that twice he tried to get the ball in there. Ball out to Ebanks. Ebanks, and Ebanks crosses the ball in, but there's nobody there. Long cross in deep. Barry here on the overlap, and he's put it away in the corner to bring them back to 3-2. And I think it's time for some passion to hang on to this if we can. Spice just wasn't in that at all, and they put that away. They're a bit frustrated about the thing. Mitchell Lund has now picked up a booking as well. Right, we've got to 85 minutes. We probably need to do one more substitution, and I think we may even step it down to try and hold on to this game. Estrada's really struggling fitness wise. There's a few others as well. McGladry on the right side, on the left side of midfield here, but we haven't really got anybody that can go out there for him. And on that basis, tempted to bring Danaher on for Morris, but he's not really tired, so I think that's a bad move. Right, let's bring the Nowalski on for Estrada, and we'll go back as soon as that comes up. We'll drop that back to a balanced and see if we can hang on to this. 5 minutes of injury time, which is always a bad thing. Matty Wolf now picked up a thing, but we have actually held on to that. 3-2 in the end, courtesy of goals from Matty Wolf, James Morris scoring, and also a penalty after 52 minutes. So I think it's true to say that we need to really sort of say that was a good performance, which makes me ask why we can't play that way on a more consistent basis. A good win, boys, well done. So thumbs up to everybody for that. And that leaves us in 14th place on 9 points currently. Only 3 points above Kettering Town in 20th place, so we've still got room for dropping, but we do need to sort of pick up a game and see if we can get up here a little bit nearer the top of the table. it says Bradford PA in control of Boston are brushed aside. Ebanks makes professional debut and Morris shines. So he has a good game. I certainly say he was good in front of goal. Always good to pat him on the head. Right, which leaves us here. We'll be back a little bit further down. We're going to see what the Emirates FA Cup second round qualifying, who we're playing. We may come back for that and Kettering, or we'll be back for Kettering Altrincham. Otherwise, we'll be playing lots of games in this season. And then we'll be sort of coming back around about the end of November, December for the next games, I think, or maybe. Or around about here, dependent on how we go. Okay, I'm a bit undecided at the moment as to which games we'll come back for, but it will become apparent in due course. So, hope you've enjoyed that. If you've enjoyed it, big thumbs up, please. And don't forget to leave your comments in the bottom. And also subscribe, and so you know when the next episode's coming out. New episodes are out every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, with the next episode out on Friday. So, stay tuned, and hope you've enjoyed that episode. We'll see you next time.